Once upon a time, in a land not so far away, a story called The Mystery Melody at the Firehouse began. Kiana, a girl who loved drawing superheroes and dreaming of faraway galaxies, found herself drawn to the fire station one evening, not by a blazing fire, but by the strangest of tunes. It was a melody, playful and light, yet filled with a tiny hint of worry. As she approached, she saw Tockie the Time Bunny, his dark violet fur ruffled with unusual stress, hopping in circles. "Oh dear, oh my," he fretted, his usually bright eyes clouded. "Time is all topsy-turvy. Something's terribly wrong." Tockie, as everyone knew, was never late. He always made sure everyone had enough time for fun and to be on time. Next to him stood Tiko the jungle explorer tiger, wearing his leaf hat, staring at his treasure map, which seemed to be shimmering and spinning. Tiko's green fur bristled with curiosity. "My map's gone bonkers," he announced, scratching his head. "It's supposed to lead me to the lost giggle gem, but it's leading me here?" Then, from behind a shiny red firetruck, a voice chimed, "Excuse me, did someone say missing?" It was Blinky the Backpack, a magical violet backpack usually filled with everything from bouncy castles to invisible ink, and it was talking. "I feel a missing object, and it has a musical aura." Kiana, her heart buzzing with curiosity, ran forward. "What's missing?" she asked, her eyes wide with wonder. "And what does it have to do with music?" Blinky zipped open, and out popped a tiny note that read, "The melody is lost. Find it before the clock strikes 12, or the firehouse will lose its heart." Kiana's eyes widened. "A mystery!" she exclaimed. "I love mysteries!" Tockie, Tiko, Blinky, and Kiana, an unlikely team, stood together, ready for an adventure. The fire station, usually a place of flashing lights and roaring sirens, now felt like a magical place, full of secrets waiting to be uncovered. The fire trucks gleamed, the tools sparkled, and the air smelled of both adventure and freshly polished metal. "We must start right away," Tockie declared, his usual pep returning. "We can't be late." He pulled out his pocket watch, a beautiful thing that could, for a few seconds, pause time itself. "Let's investigate," he said. "We will start now," Tiko, with his map, declared. "According to my map, we need to start at the chief's office," Blinky added. "I can carry all the clues and the snacks for our adventure." Kiana, with her sketchbook and pencil, was ready to draw every detail, every clue, every secret, so they can solve the mystery. The team worked together, each using their special skills. Tockie paused time briefly, allowing them to examine the scene in detail. Tiko's map, though a bit confused, still pointed the way, guiding them through the station's maze of hallways. Blinky revealed helpful items: a flashlight for dark corners, a magnifying glass to examine tiny details. Kiana, with her artist's eye, sketched the musical notes etched on the wall, and she began to see how all the clues fit together. "Wait a minute," Kiana said excitedly. "These notes, they are part of a song." They followed the clues. Each room held a new puzzle, and each puzzle brought them closer to the missing melody. They went to the storage room, where the smell of rubber and old hoses hung heavy in the air. They looked at the sleeping quarters, where the beds were neatly made. Then, they went to the garage, with the shining fire engines all lined up. They examined every detail, looking for something missing. The team, driven by the mystery, forgot about everything else. The more they sought, the more they realized they had to work together. As they journeyed through the station, they faced a darkened room. The music seemed to be hidden. But with Blinky's help and Kiana's drawing skills, they managed to light up the room and find the clues. As they searched, the team began to learn the value of working together, of relying on each other's strengths. Tockie, usually focused on time, started to value patience. Tiko, the explorer, learned to trust others. Blinky's ability to hold everything became a metaphor for their team's ability to carry all the burdens. Kiana's love for drawing brought them closer to each other. Finally, they arrived at the fire station's old music box. Covered in dust, It was the last place they thought of. The team worked, they cleaned the box, they polished the gears, they tightened the strings. It was a difficult task, but the reward would be worth it. Carefully, they wound the key. The music box played a beautiful melody. It was the melody that brought Kiana to the fire station, and in that moment, the fire station was filled with a joyful song. The melody was back. The music box was working, and the fire station was complete. The fire station was again the safe, harmonious, and exciting place that they all loved. They listened in a symphony of triumph. Tockie's fur stopped ruffling, Tiko's map stopped spinning, Blinky stopped talking, and Kiana, eyes shining, filled her sketchbook. The mystery had been solved. The melody was found, and their friendship had grown stronger. With the melody restored, they all knew something very important. That working together and helping each other makes even the toughest tasks manageable and fun. "We did it!" Kiana cried, filled with joy. "Together!" Tockie, Tiko, and Blinky agreed. And as the music filled the station, they knew they had found more than just a missing melody. They had found the true rhythm of friendship. Let's see what a great listener you are. Can you answer the following question? What was the problem that Tockie noticed at the beginning of the story, and what was he worried about? Let's see how you did. The answer is, Tockie noticed that time was, quote, topsy-turvy and was worried about being late. You did a great job. Thank you for listening to Story Pie. I hope to see you again soon.